Hello, welcome back. Today we're doing a small update on the Bombay bomb dropping tutorial, thanks to a community member. So let's get started. Alright, so on the Bombay tutorial, I was showing you how to set up the microprocessor to open Bombay doors and to drop bombs. But the one problem I had was that I have my bombs on a delay. And I could not solve the problem, in my video at least, until community member Blueto helped me out and gave me the magic golden solution, which is ores. So what would happen is when you spawn the plane, these rails would connect to the bombs and the bombs would be up higher. Well, the delays would make these bombs activate later, and so they would fall down the rail a little bit lower. And the reason for the delays is so that these bombs drop first, then these, then these, then these. So I like how that looks when the bombs drop out in kind of an orderly fashion instead of all at the same time. But I could not get the bombs to activate the rails up top here. So what Blueto suggested was the ores, and I'm going to show you both ways of what it looks like so you can see what my issue was originally and what the solution is now with the ores and what it looks like when they activate and drop. So let's do that. Alright, so first I'm going to hook up the bombs like I did in the tutorial, and then I'm going to show you the new way to hook up the bombs so that they connect properly and look great and work great. So let's go ahead and hook up the bombs the wrong way. So I would hook up my microprocessor to the delays, and then I would hook my delays to the brakes on each side. So this is the top row, and then my next delay represents the bottom row of bombs, and I'll hook those up to the brakes. Then my next set of delay, or my next delay, is the back top bombs, and I'll go ahead and wire those up to the brakes. And then of course the bottom one connects to the last set of bombs down here. Alright, those brakes are hooked up. Good, good. Alright, now that the delays are all hooked up to the bombs, let's go see what that looks like. Alright, so here you can see my problem. When the plane spawns, these bombs connect up higher, the delay causes these to fall a little bit lower, and then they connect, which makes the bombs uneven. We can go ahead and drop these bombs, and you'll see that the idea of the delays still works fine, but it just doesn't look good. So thanks to Blueto, we are going to hook up these ores, and then we're going to do this again. I'm going to show you what it looks like and what's going on. Let's do it. Alright, so I have the ores ready to be connected. I have some lights so we can hook those up and see what's going on when we use the microprocessor. And what we're going to do is we're going to go to the microprocessor and we're just going to go ahead and hook up these ores. And each ore represents a bomb row. So this is the top front row, the back top row, the bottom row, back row, and the front bottom row. It's hard to say. Okay, and now what we're going to do is go ahead and we're going to hook these delays up to these ores. So this is the top row. I'm going to send that to the top row. This is the bottom front row, and this is the back top row, and back top row, and then again bottom back row. Alright, so now we have the microprocessor going to the delays, and we have the microprocessor going to the ores. We have the delays going to the ores. And right now we have the delays going out to the bombs, but we don't want that. So what we're going to do is go ahead and start hooking up these ores, and they're going to disable the delays so that they only go to the ores, if that makes sense. So watch what happens. When I go over here, I'm going to hook this first row up. Okay, to the brakes, just like that. And you'll see now this delay is only going into the ore and no longer going to the bombs. And that's what we're going to do. We're just going to keep hooking up these ores, and that's going to stop these delays from going to the bombs. Makes it easier so we don't really have to think about it. So we're going to go to the next row, and off to the brake, to the brake, to the brake, and to the brake. Go to the next ore down here, which is a bottom front row. And let's go ahead and connect it to the brakes, just like that. And then the last row here is the back bottom row, and we connect that to the brake, and to the brake, and to the brake. All right, great. So we have that set up. So what I want to do, just so we can see what's going on, is I'm going to connect the microprocessor to these lights, and that represents the signal coming out of the microprocessor into the OR. And then I'm going to hook the delays to each one of these lights, and that will show us when the delays are sending out a signal as well. All right, so let's go ahead and spawn this and see what happens. All right, so if you can see, the delays are coming online one after another, but these were already on right when we spawned. And because of that, that means the break on signal was connecting these breaks on all at the same time. Okay, so that means that Blueto was exactly correct. This is how to do it. Okay, the bombs are connecting right when the spawn happens. Okay, so now what's going to happen is we're going to hit the button, and that's going to turn the break signal off. And you're going to see that these lights are going to stay on because it's still getting an on signal from the delays until those switch off. So are you ready for this to happen? Watch what happens. I push the button, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's because the signal is off here right away, but since these delays are still on and delaying, they don't switch off right away, and we still get our delay drop. Thank you, Blueto. Thank you so much. All right, well, that's it for today. I just wanted to go ahead and update the tutorial because I was having trouble with that, and Blueto came to my rescue. And so now we have a solution for the delayed bomb drop connection spawn thingy. So thank you so much, Blueto, and I'll see you next time. Bye!
I got nowhere to go.